Hey guys, it's Jonathan from Bullet Motorsports. Right next to me we have a beautiful 1984 Jeep Wagoneer. It has been refinished with beautiful maroon paint. You do have faux wood on the sides, which actually gives it that woody style look. You have a roof rack up top, and today what we're going to do is give you guys a comprehensive walk around and tour of this machine so you guys can have an idea of what you're interested in purchasing here, which is this 1984 Jeep Wagoneer. Let's do it. I think we maxed out the Jeep's boundaries. Let's talk about the overall condition of this Wagoneer. I would rate this a 6 out of 10. That's a 60% on a rating scale from concourse being a 10 out of 10 to the worst of the worst, which is a 1 out of 10, which is not a drivable machine. This one you can drive, you can enjoy it. Paint shows very well. All the body lines are even throughout. And I do like how it has the faux trim on the sides. So you don't have to worry about maintaining that, which is difficult to do, especially if you're going to leave it outside. This one has patina on the front bumper itself. You still have the push rubbers right here, which are very nice. This has the signature Wagoneer grille, which looks great, along with the Jeep insignia up front. As we go down the driver's side, you're going to see how nice the body lines are. Shows very well. Your bright work is all present, but does have a little bit of oxidation. When I'm looking at the roof line, we do have a little bit of imperfections on the paint itself. And then this had a coating on the trim piece right here. It's starting to crack and flake. The reason we're telling you all these little imperfections is because we want to give you guys an honest sale. So if you guys are buying this on the internet, you know exactly what you're getting. I don't want to have any surprises. We've sold over 3,000 classic cars and niche market cars, and we have 100% positive feedback, and I'd like to keep it like that. So sometimes these ratings seem like they're very harsh, but I do it in regards to keeping you guys happy and you guys know what you get. I'm going to continue on with the walk around here. All of your doors open up nicely. It has been repainted, and look at how cool the interior is. Interior has been refinished. You do have a power seat, which operates. Seat belts. So I had to order the bolts for the seat belts for the shoulder harness. Those are going to be in on Monday, so we'll have that in there. So in the gallery, you're going to see that those are missing. That's been taken care of. This does have air condition and aftermarket radio from the time, which is pretty neat. All of your gauges are operating. Power windows as well. Power mirrors, which we're going to test out when we get inside of it. Door cards look very nice. Your map pocket right here is nice. It's pulling a little bit away from the door, but remember, 6 out of 10, so this is a driver quality piece. Closing the door closes nicely. When I open up the rear section, it's beautiful, and there's ashtrays for everybody in this one. Doors open up nicely. Rear seats are very clean, and the headliner is very nice. It is missing the dome plastic. I could not source it, so you're going to have a missing door plastic for the dome plastic. So you're going to have that missing. One of my favorite parts of this Jeep. Go to the back window. Oh yes. How cool is that? So you can drop that. And then you can open up the tailgate itself. So there's a little lever right here, and you can open it up. Carpet's starting to show its age, but it shows nicely in regards to the photos you're going to see. But you do see some panels that are starting to come out. Carpet has a little bit of wear, and when you look underneath this, it's very nice and solid. So I'm pulling up the carpet so you can see that. This is good for luggage, so you can slide it in there with no issues. Or if you have dogs, this is very comfortable for them. Door closes nicely. You do have the faux trim that goes across throughout here. And then this is missing the Jeep emblem and cover for the rear section. Side marker lights are very nice, and this is where the exhaust exits. The wheels and tires, I didn't showcase that on the driver's side. They are very nice. They look almost brand new. Center caps are very nice. Michelin tires on there with 235 75 15s. So that's a good size tire. A little bit of bubbling on this corner right here, and that's really the only spot that I saw on the whole truck. Underneath shots are going to be in the gallery, so we're going to crawl underneath there and take some pictures for you. Rear bumper does have oxidation, but once again, when you look at this thing from this angle, it's beautiful and it looks really, really nice. This quarter has no issues in regards to bubbling. Opening up the door. Door edges are very nice. Same thing with these. You can see that these are pulled out a little bit. And we're just pointing out everything we see so that you guys have an honest representation of the vehicle. Seats are very comfortable too. So when I get inside here, it's nice. I mean, you can throw your whole family in here and have fun. Best part, four-wheel drive, so if you want to take it off-road, you can. All of the inner door sections are very clean. Power windows throughout, as I said before. Let me pop the hood and show you the power plant. So there's a small release on this side. Engine bay is very tidy, V8. Power steering, power brakes. Master cylinder looks good. Your exhaust manifolds look nice as well. Carburetor runs great, so it doesn't have any hesitation or dead spots. This is nice and tight. Radiator looks good. Air conditioning compressors right there. And then this is very, very clean. It's actually a beautiful truck. Like, this would be great if you had like a calendar shoot or something like that from the era. Quadratech should buy this thing because it's beautiful. That's where you can get a lot of parts for it if you want to lift it, which would be neat. Or Hellcat swap it. I'm going to start it up right now and we're going to take it for a spin. Give me a second, it's going to start. There you go. Let's jump inside it and go for a ride. Listen to that thing. We're inside the cabin right now. Horn works. Radio works as well. You have your four-wheel drive engagement right here, and then there's a high-low switch right here as well. Your lights operate. Wipers work. You have a cigarette lighter here that's definitely been used. You have your glove box right here and then your air conditioning controls. Blows cool, not cold. Then you can adjust your temperature here. Jump in it, let's go for a test drive. All right, we're gonna take her for a test drive right now. We're gonna drive it through the construction site so you can see how the suspension feels. You do have the ability to adjust your steering column. Horn works. This is where it belongs, like going off-road. You do have the ability to put the four-wheel drive on here. I believe it's a vacuum system, and then you have a neutral for your transfer case and a high and low. We're gonna test out the four-wheel drive just today to see how it works. We'll go down this road and get some outside shots for you. If you guys have any questions, give us a call, 954-363-2261. Nice little driver, 6 out of 10, minor imperfections. If you guys want to fly in to see it, you can hear that airplane right now. We are 5 minutes from the Fort Lauderdale Airport, so we can assist you in regards to bringing you to our warehouse and showcasing it. Brakes are good. We just had to stop for this big truck. See how she accelerates. And that's the end of our test drive. Got it started. Just a bad connection, no big deal. I think we maxed out the Jeep's boundaries on this small little incline. I was just doing a U-turn so we could sell me this car, and it started to have a little bit of an issue hesitating and popping. So we've got fuel, starter fluid, and a jump box to see if we can get this thing back to life and back to the office. This is what we take the risk in when we're buying from like a big auction house, is we buy a lot of cars. And unfortunately, you know, it's a beautiful car, but you couldn't get out of the back seats. You get out, gotta climb out the window. Don't think we're giving up on this truck. We're gonna actually send it out to get fixed. So the issue with the four-wheel drive is it's a vacuum operated system, and most likely one of the lines to the front axle is disconnected or torn. So we're gonna get that taken care of. We're gonna take care of the switch for the four-wheel drive, the manual switch, and get this thing dialed in so that someone can actually use it, and then we'll complete this video. I've got Will here with fuel, a battery box, and starter fluid, so we can get it out of this little ravine, but once again, this is the difference between buying from an auction and buying from a reputable dealer. So we obviously just did this test drive and found out pretty much all the things that are wrong with it, and now we're going to send it over to a professional shop so they can remedy the four-wheel drive for us. And I would like them to take a look at the air condition as well, and then we'll list it up for sale. And I think that'll dial it in for something that is a usable machine. Okay, we got her running. Let's see if we can get her out without the four-wheel drive. It's a Jeep thing, you wouldn't understand. I hope you guys enjoyed part one of this video where we actually get to realize what is wrong with the Jeep. We're going to send it over to a Jeep specialist down here in South Florida. We'll get it dialed in, and then we're going to finish up this test drive video. So this is part one of our Grand Wagoneer from an auction, and I hope you guys had fun with the journey here. So what I noticed is power wire to starter solenoid is going bad. Four-wheel drive vacuum lines are definitely not hooked up. We're going to check on the door locks because you cannot open the rear doors. I think it's a solid Jeep overall, but the reason it's sold at an auction is because you couldn't test drive it. So you can't test out four-wheel drive. You can't test out a lot of these things. You don't think to get inside of a car to check and see if the door is going to open or if the gas gauge is going to work. So we only put 5 gallons in, and it's showing a little almost to full, so the float itself is off. So we thought we had fuel in it, but it was out of gas. So that's another thing we noticed. Yeah, that's really it. We'll get it dialed in, make another video. You guys will be able to buy this thing and be confident with the invoices that we have produced. See ya.